Alright guys, here we are, Lake Eufaula. Today's a third day of practice. I do apologize for not bringing y'all along on day one and day two. Day one that was on Sunday was day one of practice, and there was just a lot of boats on the water. I think they had a team tournament that day and stuff like that, so every time I seemed to catch fish, there was boats all around us. So I pretty much just tried to be as secretive as I could, and didn't want to say a whole lot, so I'll show you those fish catches. Actually, my dad was in the boat riding along on day one and day two. He can't fish, but he can ride. So actually, when I caught the fish, he turned the camera on. I wasn't even rolling the camera when I caught them. So I put those fish in there just so y'all kind of see some fish. But and then yesterday, just really just trying to cover a lot of water. Didn't really get a whole lot of fishing done. The water down here this week is a lot of the water is muddy, and just kind of wanted to run the whole lake, see what looks good and what doesn't as far as clarity of the water. But here we are on day three. I'm gonna try not to catch a whole lot of fish, try to shake some fish off. But I'm gonna bring y'all along. The boats have kind of calmed down. It's during the week now. Nobody out here but just NPFL guys, so kind of get away from people and kind of talk to you a little bit. But I'm gonna throw the chest cam on today and kind of walk you through on why I'm doing what I'm doing and things like that. So y'all stay tuned. Alright, like I said guys, here we are, day three. Like I said, not really planning on catching a whole lot of fish today. Kind of got a little something established yesterday, but just want to kind of run through, try to find some new places and verify that it's still going to be a deal. So yesterday I struggled for first half of the day. I wasted a lot of time till 12 o'clock just fishing dirty water, stuff I didn't have any confidence in. Couldn't seem to really find any fish. Caught one or two. Anyway, I made a run down to the other end of the lake, found some clean water, and when I did, it didn't take me long. I started getting a few bites, so kind of run that yesterday, and probably had 5 to 8 bites in the last couple hours of the day yesterday. So we're gonna see if we can. Also, what I did is I run some creeks that look good, but I didn't have enough time to fish them, so I just run them and just trying to get a little game plan together for today. So for today, I'm just gonna run through and stuff I didn't get to fish, make a few casts in them, see if I can get a bit, so we'll leave and go to the next one. Started catching them. I found some clean water yesterday, and the water temperature's warming up. We got a big warming trend coming through. It come the first day of tournament, supposed to be like 78, 80 degrees, something like that. So these fish should be coming. My only concern is I don't think the wave of fish that I don't think the wave of fish that's coming is as big as I think they're gonna be. I think there's a lot of fish that may have already spawned, and before we got here, I could be wrong, but I've caught the 2 best ones I've caught this week been post-spawn. But there's still some coming, I'm sure. So I found some clean water yesterday over on this end of the lake, and water temperature got like 65 yesterday afternoon. So I started throwing a wacky worm around. It started getting bit pretty quick, to be honest. So I definitely don't want to hook anymore. So what I did was took a screw lock. And just tied a straight screw lock on and run a screw lock through the middle of the Senko. just like you would anything else. That way, you know, when he does bite it, I'll feel him, but you know, he won't ever feel me. So that's the plan. Water temperature is actually a little bit cold to be throwing it right now, to be honest. But I'm gonna throw it around for a few minutes, maybe pick something else up. Water temp's 55.5 right now, which is, it hadn't got this hot this quick yet this week. It's always took until after 12 o'clock for it to warm on up. But today's the last day of practice. We got a off day tomorrow, media day, got a meeting and things of that nature, but the last day we'll be able to get on the water. Like I said, it may be a little too cold this morning to be throwing this wax from around. Maybe not. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a moving bait so we can cover some water. Yeah, if you guys think y'all are confused, look at this. If you ever think you're confused in a tournament, just look at mine. You're never confused. I think I got them like triple stacked on the front deck. And I got some back there. I think I counted 18 rods is what I got laid out. So if you ever think you're lost, don't worry, I'm right there with you. Well guys, I come over here to fish a point out around in this cove here and tried to find some fish. And I found a few on live scope, but I didn't turn my camera on. You can see there's a boat right there somewhere. He's been idling around me for the last 10 minutes. I actually caught one, but I had one, it's a little one, but I still didn't want him to see it. Probably it wouldn't even measure, I don't think. There's a couple more down there with him. Spin around, see if I can get one in the bite too. But only problem is I've caught like 2 doing this in here off a live scope, but both of them have been small. That's another one. Oh, he pulled off. Ah. Like he slapped at it and pulled off. Felt like a little one though, to be honest. There he is again. Alright. I might have lost my mind, or what's going on? There he is. That's him that time. I knew that was a dang fish. Now we got another boat riding in here. Not like this little fish matters, but still don't want them to, you know, get any ideas. stop right here, right on top of it. He ain't looking at me for a second. Yeah, eating it though. Sure, got all the hooks in him. Dang, I think I had him one hook and then hooked him again by accident. There we go. I'll get the pliers for that one probably. Well, those kind are definitely not going to help us any at all. I think, yeah, I just hit the bottom. I just had another one. One or two. I think I just hit the bottom. Nope, that's another one. He come on. That was definitely a fish that time. 100%. Yep, there he is again. He pulled off. It must be little ones just steady slapping at it. Got to be. Never had so many dock it, not get it. He just knocked it again. Oh my god. I think it's a fish. I'm gonna hit it like 3 times. Like I feel him fighting for a second. I'm about to feel his head shake good, he pulls off. Unless I'm just hit the same piece of structure every time. It's not likely. I just made another stop. Trying to find, I mean, it's 57-degree water temperature right now. The back of the creeks are probably higher, but I'm just trying to see if I can find some fish maybe they're still out. Trying to find some where maybe they coming and going type of thing. I found some fish yesterday that were up on the bank, you know, very backs of creeks, stuff like that. So I know I can always resort to that. I'm just trying to find something else, something maybe a little bit different, something off the wall maybe. Just like some certain points or a brush pile or just some place on the, like a main river creek or a main river channel where they stop coming and going. you know, after they leave the bed or when they come off and all. So I'm just looking right now. Just got a trolling motor on high and trying to search. That place in there looks really good. If I could get my boat across there. That's gonna be the challenging part. We're gonna give it a shot though, I know that. Looks too good not to try. I may or may not get stuck here. Yeah. That's what I'm figuring. It looks really good back there too. Well, here comes the fun part now. The real fun part. How to get off of this. It's gonna be interesting. I probably shouldn't have tried that. It's about to be fun. Well, it's got to be a lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be. This ain't gonna work. What's going on? I knew I shouldn't have tried it, but I had to. You're a good man. I appreciate it. It looked way too good back there. I seen it drop back off. I said, I'm gonna try it. Yeah, I didn't quite get there. Not even halfway, probably. How's practice going for you, man? Yeah, I agree. It's iffy. It's hit or miss, really. I mean, yeah. I feel like a lot's gonna change come Thursday. For the good or the worse, I don't know, but I really do appreciate it, man. My last option was out to get in the water, I reckon. Yeah, it's a little colder than I want it to be. Where are you from? I didn't look at your boat number before I asked you. But...
What part of South Carolina?
Santee, Cooper.
Santee?
Oh yeah, about 30 minutes from Santee.
That's a fun lake.
It is. It is. This your first time ever coming down here?
I was down here a couple of years ago.
I got you.
For about a week. That's about it. About you?
Yeah, first time.
First time?
Yeah. Hold on. I can grab with this hook right here. Oh, I said I could. Yeah, it's being a little stingy than I'd like for it to be.
Yeah, it's not real easy at the moment.
No, it's not. I hadn't actually found any decent. I mean, like the biggest one I caught was probably 4 pounds. I hadn't found any good ones.
Yeah, that's about it. That's me.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling.
Yeah. That's right. Hopefully it'll change for the better. Oh. If I ain't careful, I'll get wet like this right here in a minute. That should hold there. Oh. It's coming. Just a little bit more. All right. I won't try nothing like that again. Oh, what's your name again?
Tim.
Good to meet you, buddy. Thank you. I owe you one. All right, just made another stop here after we just got stuck. Big thanks to Tim for getting me out of that situation. Come and hook the rope up to me and we got out of there. Thank the Lord. So left there, gonna come in here to a little creek off the main lake, a little short creek. See if we can't find one that's already pulled up in here and maybe trying to, you know, get on a bed, sit on a dock, see if we can't get a bite. We'll see what happens. A lot's gonna change come Thursday. I mean a lot. Cause in the mornings right now it's like 30 degrees in the mornings. Come Thursday it's gonna be like 50 in the morning. So a lot is gonna change, hopefully for the better. My live scope mount switched on me. There we go. All I'm throwing is just a regular old Cinco, Houdini color. I just put a screw lock on there that way, you know. That way if he bites, he won't ever feel me. cause a whole lot less issues. Maybe if he'll bite it today, I can come back and catch him Thursday. There's gonna be a lot of fish pull up on the bed probably come Thursday. Or be all over it. This is gonna be one of those tournaments you really just gotta practice throughout the tournament. The places I'm looking right now, a whole bunch of fish aren't there. They're right on the edge of being there. And I know they're not there yet, but also I know that come Thursday they're gonna be there. So you kind of just gotta keep that in the back of your head the whole time, even though you know you're not catching very many, not getting very many bites. You gotta find the right places, because that way come Thursday, or maybe even Friday, might not even all get there Thursday, but definitely this week they're gonna make some big moves. And they're gonna be in those places where where you thought they were gonna be. Unless you can find them offshore somewhere, coming and going, like a brush pile or something like that, and you can probably catch them now and this week. Probably shouldn't have stuck that fish. 2-pounder. On a horny toad. Ripped my whole thing off. Ain't got a screw lock anymore. Well, made it back here in another creek. We may have just figured a little something else out. Just another bait to catch him on. I tied a horny toad this morning, or last night rather, just thinking it might be a good idea. All this grass and all. And I picked it up 30 minutes ago and I caught that one that was like 2 3/4. I probably shouldn't have set the hook on. And then I just had another one bite it. I shook off. I mean, it's 12 o'clock in the middle of the day. I have caught both of them on the shady side of the bank though. So it's always nice to have something else to fall back on. One thing about it is if they'll bite this horny toad, you can cover a lot of water real quick. And both of those have been on the shady side of the bank. I run that sunny side down, didn't get a bite. Swapped over to the shady side, and the first cast won't eat it. So that's little things you gotta pick up on. Cause now, I wouldn't say every creek, but if you find the right creek with some shade on one side and the back, I about bet you can take this horny toad and run down it and probably catch one. We're gonna see if we can get another bite in this one. This is the only shade that's really back here. It's right here where I had that bite at, and I'll show you. I feel like that side of the creek's got grass all down the side of the creek, and it looks like it's supposed to, but it's sunny. You could probably catch them if you went to a worm or maybe a swim jig or something like that. But I'm just trying to cover water, trying to learn a few things, see if we can figure out another bait. And see, this side's got some shade, and I made a cast right up in the middle of that grass. As soon as it got to the edge, he ate it. So that just goes to show you that probably gonna be a little pattern. That's what I'm about to run. See if we can't get another bite or two. If we can, we'll keep that in our back pocket. Cause this tournament is gonna be a junk fishing tournament, in my opinion. You can catch them on so many baits right now. You can catch them on a wacky worm. You can catch them on a swim jig, spinnerbait, a horny toad. And I'll call a few on a jerk bait, a chatterbait. It's hard to dial it down to one thing. It just depends on where you're at, the place and time. You just gotta fish the conditions. That's all it is. You gotta go with your gut. One thing about these type tournaments here, you can't try to figure out a certain bait and then try to make yourself do that come tournament time, because it's liable to be cloudy tomorrow. You may have to throw a horny toad all day. You just don't ever know. Or if you're fishing along on a sunny day and all of a sudden a cloud cover comes over, start running a cloudy bait. It's one of those things you got to keep all your options open. There's so much going on. This fishing moving so much right now. You can't have any blinders on and try to do just one or two things. Like, I'll probably have this same amount of rods on my deck tomorrow, or Thursday come tournament time. Probably have another 18 rods on it. All right, go try to find another little shady bank and see if we can get bit again. If so, then we'll know. And that's a pattern. I already had 2 bites doing it, so I feel sure that I can get another one. Good way to catch a big one too. Let's run to another creek, see if we can't duplicate that same deal. This creek's got some shade in it. I don't see a whole bunch of grass, but I don't think you even gotta have grass. Cause that 2.5 I caught, or 2 pounder, so it was just on a straight bank. So we're gonna see if this little bit of shade back here hold one. Probably gonna run this deal here for another 30 minutes or better, just to make sure. Good thing about this horny toad, I don't set the hook, they won't ever feel it. Just tucked inside the bait, I just shake them off till they let go. So we're gonna see. Caught one on the old jig. He ate it too. He might with measure, but good sign. Might be able to catch a few on a jig. I just come out here to some main lake docks. I hadn't fished a main lake dock all week at all, and hey, that's the first one I fished. Like the second cast, tied a jig on. I figure I might want to come look at some of them, because might be the bigger fish might not make it in time for me to be going in the back of them. So I figure I'd come in and fish some of these main lake docks at the edge of the creek. I mean, that was a little fish, but hey, that was the second cast. That was a good sign. Good sign. Hopefully I can get a few more of those bites. We can shake the rest of them off. Surprised he was that small on a jig. To be honest, most of the time it's pretty solid fish if you catch one on a jig. Well, that's gonna be it for practice here on Eufaula. Sorry for the lack of footage all week, or the last 3 days. It's kind of been hit or miss, trying to get as much footage as I can, but I'm also trying to focus on the task at hand too. So I do apologize about the lack of footage. I have to get better at that. But I'm gonna practice here a little while longer. Probably got another hour before I go in, but I'm gonna go ahead and sign off of here before it gets too dark. Y'all can't see anything. Got an off day tomorrow on Wednesday. Tournament starts Thursday, so not gonna do a whole bunch tomorrow. Just kind of reach some tackle, get a little bit of rest, and got a meeting and all to go to. So that's gonna be it for practice. We'll see you guys Thursday morning. First tournament of the National Professional Fishing League here on Eufaula. Maybe it'll be a good one. We'll see.